everyone here is following what's happening in the world today. Meta is building the Meta Super Intelligence Lab, and every time the CEO of Meta goes to talk to an AI engineer from one industry to another to bring them into Meta, he offers them some very interesting, well-paying amount of salary. So today's world, I would say to anyone, doesn't matter what industry that you are in, you need to jump into the AI bandwagon. I just remember that I promised that I was going to showcase how the Python code that I generated can analyze the New York Stock Exchange. Even though it's a holiday in America today, I can we can analyze the US stock market to see the top performing stocks or equities in the last 24 hours. So I already asked ChatGPT to generate the code. So these are the codes here. If first of all, if I read through this, I'll just skim through this very quickly before we get into the fourth hour, the third hour. It helps us to install the libraries. So this command is pip install is installing the Yahoo Finance libraries. It's giving us a library called Pandas to be able to manage the data. And then Matplotlib and Seaborn will be used for visualization. So if I go back to, this is my Google coding environment. If I paste, oh, sorry, I have pasted this before. So I created a second time. I wanted to copy this ones, which is to import. So once I import these libraries are ready for use. Control Enter. So Control Enter helps me to execute them. Then this is where I define these tickers. Just a little bit. I don't want to get too technical, but everyone who buys stocks in New York Stock Exchange looks at what we call they usually go to Yahoo Finance. No, finance.yahoo.com. And they look at tickers. Oh, okay, yeah. So if I go here and I say, give me the ticker for Microsoft. Microsoft is MSFT. It's just basically the code name for Microsoft that they use to trade in the New York Stock Exchange. It's coming. Okay, yes. So now, so this is the ticker for Bitcoin. This is Bitcoin price. It's giving me Bitcoin. I don't want Bitcoin. I want Microsoft. Okay, let me just go here and say MSFT plus ticker. Just want to give everyone, chat, why not? Just take me to the link. Okay, yes. So this is what a ticker symbol, and you can see this even on your mobile phone, right? It shows me that as at 29th, which was a Friday, Microsoft lost about $3, right? Now, well, let's come back here. This is the list of tickers. So just looking at some of the tickers, I know this is Berkshire Hathaway, owned by Warren Buffett. J&J, Johnson & Johnson. Is it 10 major? Okay, let's just use the 10 major. It doesn't really matter. So there are some we don't see here, like Microsoft, Tesla. It really doesn't matter. But we listed the tickers, then we download historical data. I usually do this analysis often, so I know that we no longer need an adjusted close. So yeah. Let's see if we got any errors. Okay, so the data it's pulled the data down. But I just want to showcase the power of AI. So someone who doesn't even understand Python or who's still learning Python can learn Python very quickly enough to understand how the stock market runs. And the reason why I'm using the New York Stock Exchange, so don't think I'm not patriotic, is because I've tried to get data about the NSE. Most of the data I'm not able to get a lot of data, to be honest, and then I have to do a lot of cleaning. But these guys have been doing this over the years. So they're able to give you data that is clean and you don't have to do a lot of data cleansing. So visualization, now I'm going to plot a bar plot to show how that stock is performing in the market. This usually takes a while. Okay, oh, that's fast. So we can see what the market looks like. So this is the top performing stocks in the last 1 year, right? And this is JP Morgan. This is Disney. Couple of them, all that. Let's just continue. There are some that are not performing so well. They're below 0. But if an investor sees this, it will help them to know where to put their money, or what investments to buy right now in the New York Stock Exchange. But remember, this is based on 1 year data. There's a possibility that if you check today, that data has changed. So this is showing the risk against returns. Then the last thing is the final output, which is print a summary. What the code just does is, I just wanted to showcase this to some, because somebody said AI is not able to do data analysis and visualization. So I wanted to prove to that person that it's not the case. AI is able to analyze stock market, give you value of returns, and give you extent of volatility. So I'm going to stop sharing this, and then we'll go to the last phase. Sorry, is there a question? It says, if AI models work based on information already provided by humans, how do I also upload my researches on? Okay, cool. Let's do that now, because it doesn't seem like I can run away from that question. So, okay, so let me just do that, and then it will form the foundation of every other thing that we will do. Is there anyone randomly who can give me an industry that they want us to showcase how to upload our data into AI? Who wants to give me that? I need a feedback from someone. Tayo, it could be you. Pastor, it could be you. Anyone.
Well,
you just want to showcase how to upload data into AI.
Okay. Somebody saying fish farming.
Fish farming. Sorry, I don't know much about that industry. I just want something very. I don't want to
the
use
NGO space is there. The NGO space, hospitality.
Okay, great, excellent. Let's use the NGO space. So for the NGOs, let me. So I'm going to open ChatGPT.
Have entertainment industry, travel, aviation.
Don't worry, I have. Once you mentioned the NGO, I had the perfect thought in my head. So if we go to the United Nations SDGs, there are 17 of them. I just asked UN SDGs. Okay. Yes, I want the link. So let's say.
Be assured people are here. I'm saying fashion design, people are just here. They are still very glued there. No problem.
Oh, okay. I want to just speak to something that is really practical so that, everyone, but what I'm showcasing right now, anyone and everyone can take that and go implement. And like I agreed, Tayo, I said, after this session, we can have a session where everything that we've done today, anyone wants to try their hands at it, and if they get stuck or have any issues and need clarifications, we can have another session where we'll come back again and I will provide clarity.
Yes.
So let's say we want to fix quality education, because I've had a lot of questions coming from academia. So we go to the UN SDG 4. The goal for says ensure inclusive and equitable quality education and promote lifelong learning opportunities for all. Now, if I go to the United Nations website that discusses this, there will certainly be documentations that they would have provided. So we've got pictures here, shows 109 million children in school, 272 million children out of school. Hopefully, okay, I can download that image. I want to see if there's any document. Okay, so excellent. There are some publications here. This is a publication. I would just click this, and click this. I just need only one documentation, but I just want everyone to see. So I have this. I would download, save image as. Okay, so yeah, 2025 SDG. So I'll keep that. Next one. Oh, I thought this was going to be a PDF document. Let's see. Oh, okay, yes. Download the report. So I've downloaded this report. It's a PDF document. Let's see how many pages it is. 22 pages. Okay, so I just download that. Okay, I think I just need one document just to illustrate this, right? Now, so I have documents from the UN SDG that will help us fix the problem of SDG 4, which is inequality in education or lack of education. So I go back to my ChatGPT. I would open my sidebar and I would go to GPTs. Now, GPTs allow you to create your own custom version of ChatGPT that allows you to combine instructions, your documents, and every other information. So I would configure a new GPT and I will call my GPT fixing UN SDG 4 problems on education. Okay, so what is my description? I can just copy the same name of the GPT and call it description. What are the instructions? Review uploaded documents and check UN SDG website to ensure that we provide answers to everyday education challenges. I can keep adding instructions. There's no limit to my instructions, right? Anytime I want to modify, I can always come back here. Now, what are my conversation starters? How may we fix education inequality or inequalities in the world? What kind of lifelong learning approach should we follow? I can say, give me a roadmap for teaching financial education as a means to fixing UN SDG 4. So there's no goal for. There's no limit to instructions you can have, right? Now, for knowledge, this is now where I would upload my documents. Remember, we have this picture. We've got that report that we got from the United Nations. So we throw in those documents and then we can pick a recommended model. In my case, I want to pick, let me pick GPT-4.0. Okay, but there's no harm in, and what do I want to do? Do I want to go on the internet? If I wanted to go to the internet and search the internet, I would check web search. Do I want to use a Canvas? Canvas allows you to make changes to your question, keep changing and it will keep generating and prompting. Do I want it to generate images? Yes or no? I will check it so that it generates image. Do I want it to do analysis, data analysis, write code? So that's why, like I told the gentleman that was saying AI cannot do data analysis. It's not true. It exists today, right? So you can allow ChatGPT to run code, right? Now, we're done here with this. Now, once I finish this, I then go here and I tell the model create. Now it gives me an option. Do I want to be the only one using this? Do I want to keep it on the GPT store and put it up for sale? Well, not for sale, but for use. And people will pay me a minimum fee of $1. It's up to me. Or do I want to be the only one who uses it? Or I can share it with anyone. In this context, I would say anyone with the link, because I want to prove to everyone that this is whatever I'm sharing right now is usable. And I'll share the link, but maybe immediately after the session, I'll just disable it. So the GPT is published and I can view the GPT. Okay. I think it's ready now. So it's ready now. Yeah. And see, so whenever you want to use your large language model to get answers, you have to create a GPT and then personalize it. I would share this GPT right away with, let me share it with you, Tayo. You can just try it out and see. There's it now. Yeah, I just shared it with you. You can try opening it and see if it opens in your own end. You can share with anyone. But that's really how it works. So if I go to it and click this, my question, what kind of lifelong learning approach should we follow? You see, it is saying based on the 2024 report, it says start with building strong foundations, start with early learning, invest in quality early childhood education, basic literacy and numeracy, provide continuous learning beyond formal education. Every stage counts. Ensure inclusiveness and equity. Make learning flexible and accessible. Invest in teachers. Very important. Support peer learning. Embrace innovation and technology. But you see that it's giving me responses based on the documents that I have uploaded into the large language model. So that's why I say for anyone who wants to leverage these tools, you just have to know how to build the right GPT. And it leaves us with some living guide principles. Leave no one behind, learn for sustainability, treat education as a public good. So I hope I've been able to answer that question that everyone was asking regarding how to upload their own research and modifications into the AI and how to make it accessible to others. For any of your industry, for those that is into travel, you need to go and get documentations on aviation that you want LLM to answer. Because right now, the data that is on the LLM is not enough data to give you an overview of your industry, especially bearing in fact that it's probably not training the large language model on data of Nigerian travel aviation information. So that's basically how this works. Okay, so let me see if we can still, let's see. Okay, so let's talk about do's and don'ts of AI, and we'll start calling it in. My slides. Okay. Okay. So I know we've gotten a lot of questions about when to use AI, when not to use AI. So I just think we should speak to this slide. Always check out your output. Be sure it's accurate and there are no hallucinations. AI always hallucinates. Make no mistakes about this. Use AI as your first draft. And then go from first draft to second draft, third draft, if you want to even get up to 10th draft. AI cannot be your final product. Give it clear context. Give it clear constraints. And keep learning about the capabilities of AI as well as its limitations. Document parts of your work where you used AI be transparent. If you use AI, follow your team. I used AI to generate the codes, but when I was writing the codes, I got some errors, and then I had to modify those errors to be able to ensure that it works. We already said this: don't share confidential data with AI. So don't put any data that links back to your postal code, your house address, your telephone number. Nah, don't do that. Also, use AI. Don't use AI for critical decisions, like without having like you can't be a medical doctor and say, oh, I want to perform a surgery and this is how I want to do it. What do you think? AI will tell you, okay. When you get into the surgery and then it doesn't go according to how AI is recommended, you have to make alternative plans. And that's when you start to sweat in the operating room. I hope that doesn't happen anyway. Don't rely on AI for accurate citations. So you've written an article, you cite. A professor once told me this. He said a student did an assignment, and the student's citation cited a paper that the professor had not written with the professor's name. So the professor read the article, read the assignment, had already given the student an A, was going through the references and saw his name, saying, when did I write this paper? And he went online out of curiosity and started looking for the paper he never wrote. So he came back and gave the student an F. If the student had just fact-checked with as little as a Google search, they would have been safe. Don't present work that you did with AI completely as your own. It's not research. It's just copy-paste. And don't assume that AI understands everything without explanation. So these are the do's and don'ts, really. But I think the most important thing here is that if after today you want to remain relevant, you must set aside 15 to 30 minutes, I would say every day, to experiment with what you know now. And focus on how AI can enhance your expertise. So if you are a trader in the stock market, you can look at how you can use AI to do some advanced research. If you are a software developer, you can look at how AI can help you write better code. Or if you're a developer or a website designer, or you want to learn website design or any of those tools, you can go and take those codes you see online that looks impossible and ask AI to interpret it and make meaning to you. And I was telling someone I started doing a lot of things with finance and financial engineering. And at the time when I started, I really didn't know much about the stock market, really didn't know much about stocks, options, derivatives. But today I'm writing codes in that space, probably just because I kept an open mind. So join communities. This session is already a community. Don't stop here. Go online, look for communities that can help you to get better at writing code or understanding prompt engineering. The most valuable skill today is you becoming an effective AI collaborator who knows when and how to use these tools as part of your daily workflow. So I hope with these few points of mine, I have been able to showcase what you need today to become an AI-powered professional. If you want, you can say become a ChatGPT super user, or how to become a user at prompt engineering. Thank you very much. I'm going to share the slides with Tayo, and if you want to go back and do some self-study, there's some prompts here. I put some prompt engineering frameworks, so it's not only role, action, context, and explanation. You can also go with context, action, result, and example, but you have everything. This is the slide that I used to teach courses on AI engineering, AI essentials, my apologies. So
Wow.
I hope that this session has been able to provide answers to.
This session has provided more than answers. Apart from being a roadmap, it also helped us to see possibilities